Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and the next episode in the Gales of November 50th anniversary series. If you haven't seen the first episode, please take the time to go back and watch. I thought I would eventually grow tired of the event, but after 4 years, that doesn't seem to be the case. Each year, the adventure yields a new experience and reward. Going forward, the Gales of November will be an ongoing yearly video series. After a long drive, I arrived in Two Harbors and checked into the hotel. I didn't plan anything for the evening of arrival. The weather was miserable, and there was a lot planned for the following day. In the morning, as usual, I stopped by Gooseberry Falls to gauge how the waterfalls might be further up the shore. There's been a lack of rainfall this autumn, so the water flow was fairly low, but still very pretty. I spent the rest of the morning at Split Rock, scouting out locations along the beach to photograph the beacon during the event, and speaking with other photographers. At 11, I took the Keeper's Tour, which I have not done in a very long time. The changes made to the property were impressive. I spoke with Keeper Hay Scriven before the tour about the plans for the main event on the 10th. The event was sold out, with tickets capped at 2,000, but he anticipated more than 2,500 coming. I didn't film the tour because that's not allowed, but I was permitted to film bits and pieces as long as it did not disrupt the experience of the others on the tour. At first, I was the only one on the tour, so it wasn't going to be a problem. But right before it started, it filled up. What can you do? After the tour, and exploring the grounds a little bit, I had intended to try and climb Gold Cliff Point to locate the remains of the Madeira myself, but the weather turned, and I was not about to go tramping through the woods along a sheer cliff in the pouring rain, so I returned to the hotel for a few hours. Later that evening, the skies promised a break in the clouds, and when the Aurora data started to look favorable, I returned to the beacon. Once I got out of town, I thought I saw the Aurora across the entire northern sky. In my excitement, I raced to the overlook as fast as I could. Once I got there, however, I discovered that what I had been seeing the whole time was clouds. Thankfully, when I got my Sony set up, I could see that they were indeed blowing in the northeast. While I was there, I was also able to witness the excitement and sheer joy of someone who was seeing the Aurora for the first time. A young lady had come up from Duluth, where she was staying, on the last night of a road trip. She asked me if I was photographing the moon, and when I said I was after the Aurora, she lit up. I pointed them out, but with the 90% moon, they were very difficult to see unaided. I showed her the live video I was shooting, and she was so happy. Eventually, the Aurora got much brighter, and she was finally able to see them unaided. Even though they were very brief, she was so excited to have seen them before she had to go home. I really hope she was able to see them again a few days later. After she left, and the lights faded back a bit, I went down to the beach in hope of getting a good shot of the Aurora with the lighthouse in the background.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys can hear me over the noise out here. I am at Split Rock Lighthouse. We are chasing the northern lights here tonight. We got a few days before the main event of the memorial for the Edmund Fitzgerald on Monday. It's currently Friday night. We had a brief Northern Lights outburst that I filmed up at the Overlook about a half an hour ago or so. I don't know if it's showing up on this camera right now, but right about over here somewhere there is a faint green glow on the horizon. Hopefully we get another little outburst before the clouds take over again tonight. This looks to be the only night that I'll be able to get out and do anything. The clouds just don't want to cooperate this week, this trip. But if it does, if we get a break, we'll come out again. The lights are supposed to be active for the rest of the weekend, to some extent. So I've got a time lapse running here behind us, just in case something happens, and if it goes again, we'll record it here in real time, and we'll have some fun with that. So I'll be out here for a while yet. I did want to do the sunrise. The lighthouse is behind me right here. This is a 14mm lens on the Sony A7 S3. It's the only lens I have for this. It's specifically for the Northern Lights, but got to use what you got. I didn't want to haul the video camera out here with a battery bank. It's not that far, but it's just, you know, the trouble. So, but we'll be out here for another few days, and if anything else happens, come back on. See ya.
Hey guys, just a little update here. As you can see behind me, the clouds have rolled out and the Aurora is still going pretty decently. We haven't had a substorm in about 2 hours or so, but hopefully we get one before the night is over. I'm going to let these cameras here continue to run the time lapses. Decided not to go back to the hotel and get some sleep tonight. This is a lot more important. This little break in the clouds tonight has totally made this trip worth it. Anytime the Aurora comes out, it's always everything, and it's just everything. It just makes everything better. So in the morning, I will head back down to the beach by the lighthouse and see if we can't get a nice sunrise shot. And then we'll see how tired I am after that. But it's really nice to have an Aurora show up on this trip. I wasn't expecting it, but I'll take it. I'll take it. So I'll let you guys go, and we'll pick you up on whatever we do tomorrow. Yeah, I'm totally stoked about this, so enjoy. Alright guys, I just wanted to jump on again real quick. Even though we have a full moon tonight, or almost full, about 90% I think, what you see behind me, I can see clearly with my naked eye. So I had planned to maybe take a nap in the truck, but I'm too excited. You can see it just like a fire, literally fire in the sky. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and say that full moon or not, if they're bright enough, you can see it. So yeah, it's awesome.
Wow. There was a huge spike on the goes, and sure enough, wow. Oh, that's not good.
And we also have a really nice big ring around the moon too. So it's quite the night. Saturday, I ended up staying in. I had spent the entire night before in the field and was exhausted. On Sunday, though, I was ready for adventure again.
Hey guys, so on my way up to Pigeon River to collect the updated patch while I'm up here, and it's been snowing the whole way, so I figured I would come out here and film my two favorite things, snow and Artist Point here in Grand Marais. So if I go my lens, this is one of my spots that I come when I need a mental reset. Yeah, it's just one of those places that means a lot to me. So let's take a look here. See the snow off in the distance, looking south the way I came. There's the lighthouse on the right and the second harbor light in the center. Alright, I'm gonna make my way up to Pigeon River. Maybe I'll film some of that. We'll see. If it's still snowing, I definitely will. So alright guys, I decided to walk the trail up to Pigeon River Falls, the high falls on the Minnesota-Canadian border. It is still snowing a little bit, as you can see, but it's about 28 degrees, I think. Maybe a little less. You can see my face is all red because the wind has a bit of a bite to it, but it's not cold enough for a heavy coat yet. I just got a sweater on. It needs about another 10 degrees or so for me to want to put a coat on. My hands are cold, but I can manage. This is the weather that I really like. So trail up to Pigeon River is paved, so it's really easy to get to. I think it might be like a half a mile to the falls, so it's about a mile round trip. Talked to the ranger on duty. I came up here to see if they had a new patch for the roof of my truck, but it appears they don't. So I figure since I'm up here, I'm not going to just turn around and drive all the way back. So I'll come and see the falls. The water levels on falls so far I've seen are not much. I think there's been a bit of a drought leading up to this winter, so we'll see. But the ranger said that the falls is not frozen over yet. Some of the other ones I passed on the way up here, Temperance had a bunch of ice. Cross River had a lot of ice, but there's not much water coming over that one, so easy to freeze. I can hear the falls now. I'm about halfway there, I think. So go ahead and shut this down and we'll pick it up from the top of the trail. All right, so we're almost there, walking up the plankway to get up there. This is the first time I've been here during the day, a long time. Last couple times I was here, it was after dark, trying to get that northern lights shot. But I was thinking, the last time I was here, walking up here in the dark, I mean, take a look at this. I mean, it's pretty close in here, even on the main trail. But all I could think of in the absolute pitch dark is the light I had. It's one of my headlamps, and the battery was about to die, so the light didn't travel very far in these woods. So kept walking up here, thinking something's gonna jump out at me at any moment, especially on this on this walkway because everything creaks. The boards creak. So I'd be walking along and I'd hear the boards behind me creaking, and I'd whirl around thinking somebody behind me, but there isn't. It's just the walkway, but still middle of the night, pitch black. It's unnerving. So we were at the falls now, so we'll go up and we'll take a look.
Alright guys, made it. There's a pretty decent amount of water over here, and I think the ranger thought I was talking about the whole waterfall being frozen, but there's plenty of ice behind me on the cliff face, so that's exactly what I wanted. So I am glad I stopped and came down here. We'll go over to the next overlook here in a minute. There's some people over there, so we'll give them privacy. But we'll go down there. We'll take a look at that other viewpoint, and we'll head back down to town. There's a big X-flare went off this morning, so I'm considering extending my stay another day so that I can be around here when it gets here. I think up this way along the North Shore, the clouds are going to be all over the place. So if the forecast tonight when they do the next model run shows that it is going to come, I'll probably head down toward Minneapolis Tuesday instead of heading over to Whitefish Point like I had originally planned. Like I said, it doesn't matter what my project is that I'm working on. If the Aurora comes first for me, so we'll do Whitefish Point at another time. So we'll cut this off here and we'll see what the other overlook looks like. All right, guys, we're up at the other overlook, higher up. That's snow all over the point. So this is the highest point in the park, and we're gonna start heading our way back down. I got all the photos I need from here. So yeah, if you guys are ever up in this area, coming up the North Shore, this is the last stop before you cross over the border into Canada. So highly recommend it. It's a really great spot. So I'll see you guys later.
All right, guys, we just wanted to do a quick stop here. I'm at Grand Portage National Monument. It's the name escapes me at the minute. I forgot to look as I walk past, but I've been here before. I just can't remember what I think Fort Charlotte maybe is the name of the fort here. I don't know if you can see it over my head. It is closed for the season, so unfortunately I can't get in there, but it's on the way back and I haven't stopped here in a long time. One of these days, way up there is an overlook, and one of these days I'm gonna come back, and I'd like to do some Milky Way from up there, looking at the fort and everything out into the bay. But yeah, that's a summertime activity. It's down here out on the lake. It's a lot colder. There's a pretty stiff breeze blowing, so I told my wife I would get a selfie out here since it was snowing. So it's gonna do that now and then head back on the road. It's getting late and I need to head back down to town before so I can get a forecast for the Aurora tonight. So we'll catch you guys later.
I traveled through several snow squalls on the way back down, and made a quick stop where I had not been in a very long time.
Alright guys, I did a quick stop at Cross River. This is always the bellwether when I come up here. This waterfall right here. It's always the bellwether to check to see how much water is coming off coming down out of the uplands in the Portal Water area, Portal Water Canoe area. So I haven't actually stopped here in probably 20 years. You can see it from the highway when you cross the bridge. So I figured it's snowing, why not? So I'm gonna head down to the lower side, see if I can't get there, and we'll pick you up right there. All right, well, I made it down, but it looks like you can't see the waterfall here anymore. So from under the highway, it's been since before I met my wife since I've been down here. So lots changed, but no big deal. We got about 45 minutes till I get back to town. Might be meeting my sister up here. She and her husband came up for the 50th anniversary of the Fitzgerald tour. This will be her first time coming up, so we'll see about meeting them for dinner. And when I get back to the hotel, I'll check and see what the forecast is for the Aurora tonight. So if anything happens tonight, we'll definitely film all that. So we'll catch you guys later.
On the day of the memorial, my sister called me at 10 a.m. I had not planned to leave for the beacon until around noon, like I usually do. So I wondered what was up. She said that they were already there and that the parking lot in the state park was already filling up. And there was a line out the door to get into the lighthouse grounds. I couldn't believe it. So I hopped in the truck and took off. It's a good thing she called me, or I might not have been able to get in at my normal time. By 11, all of the lots were full, and there were cars lined up on the road up the hill. By the time the event started at 4, there were cars lined up on the highway waiting to get in.
Hey guys, Demos here. Today is the 50th anniversary of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald during a storm on Lake Superior on November 10th, 1975. Today I am at Split Rock Lighthouse. You can see it behind my head over my shoulder here. Every year, the lighthouse, they light the beacon in honor of the sailors who went down with the Fitz, and also for all the other sailors who have lost their lives on the Great Lakes. It's become a tradition for me. Let's get out of the sun here. It's been a tradition for me to come up here and do this. It's a lot colder this year than it was last year, but that's okay. I came prepared with a set of waders because I got wet. It's water here is well below 40 degrees, so I will survive this time out. I am out on an island. Obviously, you can't see all the way around, but we got a few hours left. I wanted to get out here early to stake my claim. The spot that I was going to be at back on shore was already taken. It looked like those folks had been there for several hours already, and I was kind of jealous of their little setup. They had like a little kitchen set on the park bench. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, but you know, nobody's going to come over here unless they're set up like me with the waders and such, because the water is super cold and it's about 28 degrees out here today. It's pretty warm in the sun, but when this when the ceremony starts, you can watch live. If you go to Split Rock Lighthouse on Facebook, there will be a link that you can click to watch the event live. Ceremony itself is about an hour or so, and then once it starts getting dark, they will turn on the light. So when that goes, we'll see if I can manage this live thing on TikTok. I don't know. We'll see. So if I'm able to do that, I will pick you up then.
This year, I came prepared to cross the lake and get to the island, but it was still freezing. By 6 p.m., I had given up on the island and came back across. It was dark already, so there was no footage of the crossing. The conditions that night made for a difficult shot. I was very dissatisfied with the results I was getting and decided to head out. Later, I saw the published photo from one of the pros I follow on Facebook, Nathan Klock. His photo, while better because he is a pro, was very similar to mine. The conditions that night were too good, and there was very little in the way of atmospherics to catch the light beam. So having seen his image, I have no objection to showing you my results from the night. In the end, this was the earliest I'd ever left the memorial. My feet were frozen and I was starving. And it was also the longest I had been there, nearly 8 hours. Thankfully, it was only 25 minutes back to the hotel, even with the terrible traffic. As I cooked my dinner and tried to warm my feet, I checked the forecast for the following evening. The Aurora was coming, and I had to find a way to get out from under the clouds.